Ah, what up, though, y'all? How y'all doing? Appreciate the support for the channel. Appreciate the support for the other channel. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to disrespect. Disagreeing with each other don't mean we have to necessarily disrespect each other. But sadly, so it seems disrespect is going out the window. Not only has disrespect hit an all-time high, what has also hit an all-time high is fakeness. Whereas I have a problem when you do a specific activity, but it's cool when I do it. I have a problem when you sit with people and talk about people, but I'm going to sit over here with these people and do the same thing. It saddens me to see the people that I see indulging in these behaviors, being the one to indulge in them. But nonetheless, I see them. And I know I'm disagreeing with a lot of people right now because we're in the election season, and a lot of people just frankly are not making any sense to me, and I believe them to be one way, and I see that they're not. No harm, no foul. But it is a lot of harm in the things that they want, willing, and are trying to do. But outside of that, something like this, what we about to see right here, really kind of caught my attention. Check this out. You ain't gonna believe it. You're not gonna believe
Okay, let's switch gears. Now, you said you would never go on Club Shay Shay.
No.
Why?
Okay. And you said something interesting.
Why? Why you won't go on Club Shay Shay? You on the white man's radio station? You on the white man's platform right here? What's wrong with Club Shay Shay? You sit on all of them other platforms and gossip and add your opinion. What's wrong with Club Shay Shay? And you know what's funny about specifically DL saying he won't go on Club Shay Shay is Cat Williams shut it down when your name came up. Said it would be absolutely no DL Hughley slander. None. But let's continue before I add my own.
You said that Shannon Sharpe's interview with Cat Williams was predatory and messy, and it doesn't feel this is a fair example of relationships among black comedians.
I don't think so at all.
Whoa. That's almost every single Vlad TV interview fits that description. And it doesn't represent black people as a whole. Not at all. You think Boosie speak for all black people? Fuck no. Not even close. He does speak for a mentality that exists in black and white people. That's a fact. But he don't singularly speak for all black people. But you know what? This ain't even about tearing down Vlad. This ain't about tearing down DL Hughley. But the hypocrisy you just flexed is amazing.
I think that like any other endeavor, there are jealousies, idiosyncrasies, there's all, but I don't think that's indicative of the experiences that most of us have. And I think that after the Cat Williams interview, which was a phenomenon, he kept trying to replicate it.
Oh, I bring another
Shannon kept.
Nah, I can't let that slide. Shannon Sharpe's show has had a specific aim since it started, which is to let people we know or people we heard of express themselves. Let them get that one thing out. Let them talk about whatever the situation is that they haven't discussed. Not Cat Williams, but that's just the Cat Williams effect and whatever he do. But he had Manziel, De La Hoya. Everybody didn't go up there dissing other people. Some people went up there just solely to express themselves. I don't think that's cool. All of these celebrities get judged for all different type of things in good and bad ways. Shannon Sharpe's show being a place where you could just be a level person. a human being able to say, yeah, I was mad, or yeah, I was wrong, or yeah, I was whatever the case. You know what was going on in Oscar De La Hoya situation, but there's no other platform he could have had that type of interview on. And to diss Shannon for putting himself in that position is kind of foul, dog. But let me see what else I got.
Trying to replicate it. He kept trying to let me bring on somebody else to have a beef and then do, like, it just got to be, like, I can understand it was a phenomenon, but then all of a sudden you tried to replicate it. So to me, just like you love what you do, he love what he does. Mm-hmm. For me, as a matter of principle, it is too messy. Or now I think it's morphed into something else, because I think that has kind of, that brook has run dry.
It's too messy. Do you know you sitting on a platform that has interviewed somewhere in the neighborhood of 17 or 18 black men right before they died? You also sitting on a platform that directly contributed to the death of about 2 or 3 people by platforming their situation before they was even worthy of it. Most importantly, that last little young guy who was only interviewed because he killed somebody and he was a rapper. And then he was killed right after this interview. Vlad never posted his music. Now, this ain't a diss at Vlad, but for you to sit on Vlad and make these statements is crazy. I thought what you was doing with the Democratic Party was crazy. This even more foul. You really think white ice is colder?
But for me, it's just all of those people I saw on there were people who wanted to go on there because of what happened Undisputed. The way, and I've talked to you about it here before he even had that. With the way Skip did him, made me and a lot of black people go, fuck this, we're gonna make sure this brother's okay. But then you take that, and the very people that got there first, I think, were damaged by the first iteration of what went on. And it's, for me, I would never do it.
Well, yeah, you said you never heard anyone say anything bad about Cedric the Entertainer.
I never,
until the Cat Williams interview.
Yes, and I was glad it happened.
Here we go, confused again. Now you say, now granted, I get where you going. Sid and Steve were some of the first people to go on there, and you feel like they was disrespected by Cat Williams, who you're defending at the same time. But on one hand, you say you glad to hear Cedric got joked on, and on the other hand, we already know Steve Harvey deserved getting joked on or spoke on based on what he did to Bernie. So which is it? And then, why are you blaming Shannon? Cat said it. Shannon is the same person in every interview he's been. That's his shtick. Man, this fakeness, hate another black man for no reason.
I was so tired of nobody saying nothing bad about Cedric.
Take some of this heat that I've been taking all these years. Here, have some.
I called him. I was like, man,
I'm done with this. I had a lot of love for DL. I even like Vlad TV. I watch a lot of his interviews. But listen to them chuckle while dissing Shannon, who ain't did shit wrong to nobody, is crazy. And then in this interview, Vlad gonna get to hating about Shannon talking about how much money he made off the interview. First of all, Shannon never said a number he made. Second of all, Vlad, nobody watches your videos live. Nobody shoots you super chats. I was in there typically like I am with every other Shannon Sharpe interview. I was in there when that joint went live. It was, at some points, it was down there 100,000 people in there. YouTube ain't never seen, no YouTuber has seen that many people live on a premiere. And super chats and donations and hearts and all of that. You can't tell this man what he made off of that because you don't get that. And nobody Now, one of your 3-hour interviews has ever premiered and got 3.5 million views on the premiere while it was live, and then had another 10 right there in the same day on top of the super chats and all of that. You have no idea what he made. To be honest, Vlad, as a longtime fan, it's not that many videos over 10 minutes on your channel that has over 10 million views. So how can you conflate what you make off a 3-minute video that gets 1 million views versus someone having a 3-hour video that gets 60 million views once it's posted? But it did 3.5 million views live. I know because I watched it through. I seen them super chats. I seen them donations. I seen all that shit flying through. Why y'all hating? And D, if you gonna hate on a nigga, do it with other niggas or by yourself. Not with the Jewish dude you live next door to who would never talk bad about another Jewish person to you. What the fuck, man? Guess both you bitches voting Democratic too, huh? I knew it.